Hey y'all, Captain Shane, Clear Vision Charter, Southeast Louisiana Salt Life Captain. Today's video is going to be a how-to video on how to sight fish for redfish. Wintertime down here in Louisiana is an awesome time to sight fish for redfish. The water is usually pretty low this time of year because you're going to have a lot of northern wind coming in, pushing the water out to the Gulf. So it's just a great time to sight fish. Because that's the whole point. You want to be able to see the fish, so you want that low water. And this video is going to be on tips on equipment, the type of stuff to look for when you're sight fishing, how to sight fish, basically tips on how to do it, lure selection, just everything, weather, boat positioning. This video is going to try to be pretty. I'm going to try to be pretty thorough in this video, so please like the video if you like it. Share the video on your social media. Leave a comment. That helps me out a lot. And please subscribe to my YouTube. Let's talk about weather. You really want sunny skies or scattered clouds. You don't really want super cloudy skies because it makes it harder to see the fish. As far as temperatures, in this video it was in the 30s and 40s all day. The redfish were still active in the shallow water. Types of areas to fish. Google Earth is a great way to scout new fishing areas without leaving your house. I use Google Earth all the time to find new areas to fish without leaving my house, and it might be areas that when I'm out there fishing I might not even know are in the marsh. While most canals may look good or even hold fish, you really want to get back in the ponds as much as possible. These areas will be a lot shallower and a lot better for sight fishing. Let's talk about boat positioning. Boat positioning is very important when sight fishing. Whenever possible, you want to keep the sun to your back. The reason why, that way it's easier for you to see the fish without the glare on the water. Fishing with the sun to your back isn't always possible, but try to do it as much as you can. Also, try to fish the sides of the banks of the ponds or canals that you're in that the water is flatter. If there's ripples on the water, it's going to make it a lot harder to see the fish. This isn't always possible, but whenever you can, try to fish that still side of the pond. Rod choices. I really like to use a rod that is lightweight to hold, but with a medium heavy action. This can be spinning rod or bait caster, but I prefer a bait caster. As far as the reel goes, you want something with a really high gear ratio because you might have to make multiple casts on a fish in order to get him to bite. And you want to be able to really get that lure back in and present it back to the fish in a timely fashion. About lure selection. When I'm sight fishing, I usually keep it really simple, which is usually just a jig head and a soft plastic. I really like natural colors for this. You're going to be fishing in really shallow water, and the redfish in there are usually going to be feeding on small bait fish and stuff like crabs. I try to stay away from bright colors. Can you catch redfish in these colors? Of course you can. I do it all the time. But when I'm sight fishing, the water's going to be really shallow, and I usually try to use something a lot more natural looking. What about using spoons? Well, I normally have a spoon on a rod whenever I'm sight fishing, but what I'm normally doing is I'm kind of just blind casting that until I see a redfish. When I see a redfish though, I normally swap over to a soft plastic. It's usually a lot better, a lot more natural looking. As far as fishing line goes, I use braided line. This is a 40-pound test Power Pro Super Slick, and then I have a 30-pound fluorocarbon leader tied to it. And then this is actually the rod I was using the other day. So there's the my jig head and bait I was using the other day. I always use a Palomar knot. If you watch my videos, you know I'm a fan of that. It's very simple to tie and it don't slip. So that's basically it, y'all. 40-pound braid going to a 30-pound fluorocarbon leader, and a Palomar knot going to my soft plastic. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sight fishing is a really fun way to catch redfish year round, but especially in the wintertime. Remember to throw something natural looking and keep it simple. One last thing, most of the time you won't feel the bite. You will actually see it. When your line starts moving, set the hook. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you would like to do a charter with us, please go to www.clearvisioncharters.com and book a trip.